Alrighty. Hello, everyone. I'm Casey Campbell from Great Lakes Post. It's been a while for me. I've been out in a little bit and now everything's all shut down and stuff. Now it's time to salute all the seniors throughout Michigan and across the Midwest. And joining us right now from Grosse Pointe High School, Cam Mallegg of Grosse Pointe Baseball. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Everything's good. It's quite the interesting time, but it's good.
All right, we're going to do this quite often with senior spotlights, highlighting seniors from fall, winter, and spring. Even if their season did not get cut short, we're not going to discriminate. We're going to honor as many as we can. Plus, we'll have the other part of my show basis along with the other stuff that I do coming up a little bit later. But first off, Cam, what's it been like? Just been at home.
It's definitely interesting. It's definitely a change with instead of being at school every day and having your 8 a.m. to 3 and then 3 to 5:30 or 6 with practice, it ends up being waking up at 10 and then kind of doing baseball in school from there on out, going to hit off the tee or going to run or going to throw, and then looking on Schoology for homework and maybe going back to it. It's quite the change, but it's kind of a look open into the lifestyle of being all baseball all the time.
Yeah, when did you first find out the season got canceled? I know the MHSA hasn't officially announced anything yet.
Right.
There is some possibility and some legroom that Matt Mowry kind of talked about on State Champs today. But what if the season suspended right now? The MHSA will have a decision. If you don't get to play, I know it'll be tough, but it's what was your reaction when you found out the season got suspended?
It kind of wasn't all at once, since you kind of look into it and kind of saw that everything else was being canceled, so you guessed and assumed that it was probably going to end up being canceled. But really, yesterday and today was kind of when I started to find out that it probably is going to be for sure canceled, which is, I would say, pretty heartbreaking, since I think we'd have a pretty good team this year, and really looking forward to being a senior and being a captain on Grosse Pointe South and having a lot of kids coming up, some good young kids to kind of look after, and I think it'd be a whole lot of fun to be able to play my last senior season. So it is pretty heartbreaking to not be able to play my senior season.
This push-up challenge that Aaron Wilson started from prep baseball.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot of attention, and
yeah.
He's gotten it's not just baseball play. I think everyone's kind of doing like the 10 push-up challenge or something, keeping it with everything closed and being told to stay at home. And, how's that been?
It's good. I love Aaron. Aaron's awesome, and he's got quite the amount of pull. And so he texted me when he started to find out that the season's going to be at least postponed. He said, "Hey, I'm going to do a challenge, get the push-ups rolling." And so I thought I'd try to tag as many people as I could to get people doing push-ups, since I think it's easy to sit at home and sit on your couch all the time, but instead it kind of at least makes you think about doing something workout-wise.
College baseball, you're heading off to Butler next year. I know you're looking forward to that. What made you decide to go with that?
Butler, when I was going to future games, I was looking at all the teams that were going to be there, which was pretty much every school in the country, it seemed. And I had a family friend that goes to Butler just as a student, and so I looked into it, and I saw that it was an awesome academic school as well as a great baseball school in the Big East. And so I shot an email to Coach Frag, and he got back to me regarding future games. And so I went to future games, and he said he came to all the games there. He followed me around at future games and had a phone call with them. And then when I went on a visit, I just fell in love with it. And honestly, they weren't really a first choice to begin with. And then I went on a visit, and I loved the coaches. I loved the facility. I loved all the players, and it just kind of felt like the perfect spot for me right away.
Have you kept in touch with players with everyone being at home?
It's different not being able to be face-to-face all the time, because, nothing beats a true conversation. But I have been texting all the baseball guys from South and all the baseball guys from Butler, especially my recruiting class. We talk every day.
Yeah. How have you kind of kept busy with all this?
It's hard to not sit around a lot of times, but I force myself to put my phone down, turn off the TV, and just at least go outside and read, if anything. I've been shooting a lot of hoops outside of baseball. I'll warm up shooting hoops. I'll do whatever I need to do baseball wise. Hit off the tee, throw, set up a piece of plywood to throw some weighted balls into, and then just trying to stay away from electronics as much as possible.
Yeah. I know Governor Whitmer decided decision to close schools for the rest of the year.
Right.
You're going to go. I think districts are going to go online. How excited are you about that?
We've started to go rolling with online for I think 2 weeks now, and it's definitely different. But I think it's honestly probably good since a lot of stuff, especially doing college, ends up being away from in front of the teacher, and so a lot of it ends up you teaching yourself. And so I think it's really important that you get to learn those skills sooner. And it's definitely a big change since you don't get to just walk into the room and ask your teacher a question or whenever you need to. But I think it still can be pretty productive if you let yourself be productive.
Yeah. What do you suggest to someone that's bored right now and is looking for something to do?
If you haven't already worn out your body yet today, then definitely go wear it out as much as you can, whether it's running around, shooting hoops, push-ups, even just jump squats, anything you can do. Just go look outside in the window of your back door and do swings and look at how it looks, man. It's anything you can do. I'd say just get as physical as you can.
All right. Hey Cam, thank you for joining us. And I know,
Thank you.
I know it's been tough, but got a few more months of online school, and then you're going to be graduated and on to Butler, and hopefully we'll let you know. And we wanted to honor you, and congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
Yep. Thanks, man.